Well, I've just been to Tesco's. Completely different array of things there. I'm after a new breakfast plate. It says pasta bowl, but it'll do for me breakfast, that. The one I used was from a Titanic exhibition in Manchester, 1999, and the white star line has worn off. It was 10 quid, that. I shouldn't have used that. I could have preserved it and ground the copyright 1999 off and sold it to a Titanic enthusiast for 10 grand. That was only £2.50. They're £8 for a big dish at Morrison's. Aromatic duck, a little version, although it's still £3.50. Biscuits for you lot, some Dreamies. Different flavours down there as well, turkey and duck and chicken. Biscuits. Ice cream, full of vitamins. Oh, bugger. Yeah, I'll give you Dreamies first. I'll save a bag for tomorrow. Got some duck and chicken. Don't get trod on, will you? Yeah, goodbye. Yeah. Nearly fell then. Go on then, I'll put it all out. Nice. The real reason for going was 3 people have recommended this, and that's where they sell it. I couldn't find it anywhere else. Only cheap. How much for that? Harpic, 175. Is that the stuff? Someone said a black bottle. Where did I put my gloves on? It says wear gloves contains hydrochloric acid. I thought, bloody no. Contain hydrochloric acid. Per 100 gram of liquid contains 9 gram of hydrochloric acid. What they're doing selling that to the general public. I'm going to put that food away. I think I'll just do a little test area now. It's, well, the initial idea was fit the UK one, spray it or paint it black. Keep my downpipes black, purely the black with all the guns off the road. If I clean them they'll only get dirty again, but this one I thought I'll polish this up and either keep it spray or maybe even sell it on. And someone said put it on with a brush. I think all my brushes are in there, a mixture of white spirit, because I was cleaning, no I was painting, wasn't I? Painting the decking with wood stain. They're all bent. Okay. I don't want to make a smell, so put the cats and me off the food. Look at you lot, it's like a zoo. Do you want some of my chicken? I put some chicken in there. I share that with the cats, but the duck's for me. I'll put a little squirt on that rusty section, because it's in grain. I can't see that improving much as a cloth. Hydrochloric acid. I don't know. Why would you want that for bugs? Unless you have a severe problem. I'll have my chicken and then I'll see how it is. So the vinegar's not doing a bad job. You see. All ingrain rust is slowly turning paler and paler, and I get the last bits off with a brush. Yeah, where did I put my rubber gloves? They're like gauntlets. Alright. I thought you were eating your dreamies. They've smelt like chicken, haven't they? Where did I put them gloves? Stop panicking. Marvellous, isn't it? Put them somewhere safe, then forgot. Not down there, are they? It's alright. I'll continue this later, I think. Bye for now. Well, I've searched high and low. I can't find my rubber gauntlet gloves, which were a £5 from one of the steam rallies, and they come right up to here. Imagine, I'd kind of thrown them away. I wouldn't have put them anywhere because they would have been dirty from messing with me bike, unless I just got fed up and threw them away. I don't know. Well, this Harpic, yeah, the ground in rust, it doesn't seem to have that much effect on it. Although it is slowly eating through it, can you see? I found one of those cheapo brushes from the pound shop. I should put my visor down really, imagine if that went in your eyes. Yeah, so, I think if your exhaust is just dirty with general crap from the road, then brush this on. At $175 you think it'd be a lot more expensive, that silly bang is expensive stuff, isn't it? And the only thing I'm using from this is that bracket, and that bracket was full of rust, and now it seems to have got a lot cleaner. Yeah, I'll put some there. It's alright, I'll give it a thorough clean after. I should put the light on, shouldn't I? Can you see it is getting all that surface gunk off. Not that there is a great deal, because this is a set I cleaned up earlier with Scotch Brite and that pink stuff, scouring stuff, which is designed for pots and pans. Yeah, so someone said you put this on, leave it 10 minutes, agitate it with a brush, which is what I'm doing, rinse off and repeat if necessary. So yeah, if you want shiny pipes, by all means do this, but like I said, they'll be black on my bike in no time because I use it for work and it gets wet and dirty and muddy. No point, but if you have a nice chrome exhaust, then by all means use this. I just saw it and I thought if it's expensive I won't bother. But it isn't, is it? $175, it's cheap as chips. Look at that, just cutting through all that surface gunk. No one answered my question. If you look at my video, inside this, which is the American one, that's the UK wiper that came with this, but this American one has got 4 spot welds, and inside is some corrugated thin metal ribbon. Is that the catalytic converter? If so, I'm not sure I want it on my bike, messing about with silly emissions cobblers. All that fuss about emissions, and yet when you look what's in the third world countries in East Asia, rivers full of plastic and crap, and yet they use it as an excuse to tax us more. It's crazy. Oh, because of global warming, we're putting your gas bill up to discourage you from using so much. Well, no, it's just greedy bosses thinking, here, we can get some more money from the British public. When the real problem is in East Asia, and like I said, those countries do not have any kind of plan for disposing of the waste. You just dump it, don't they? And because of the poor quality water, that's why they buy so many bottles. They're lugging clean water from bottles, not crappy water. So all this emissions and catalytic converters, what a load of bloody rubbish. And that latest thing in London, oh yes, another congestion charge, it's for cleanliness because the London air is dirty. So we're going to charge you, was it £20 a day? Why not make the entire city pedestrian only? So I should be testing this on my bike really, but like I said, you can see it's very effective on surface dirt because of the acid probably. Is it worth the hassle of risking flicking into your eyes with this crap? Bloody hell. Plus the fumes. I can't open that window, the mechanism failed in winter. Because it's 13 years old, they do tend to fail after a while. That's another thing I'll have to get seen to. They'll probably say they have to replace the whole window, which will cost 300 quid. Oh, it's that bracket. I'm actually cleaning that bracket, it's remembered. That's what I'm using to fasten on to my bike. See, that was rusty, that wasn't cleaned up by that lad before he sent it. So is that coming clean? I think like that in-ground rust, any serious rust or dirt will take a few attempts. It won't magically eat into it all, it's just the surface, like I said, all this stuff. I think it's the sort of thing you do every month, and you just get your Harpic out. Harpic Christmas. Power Plus 10 times better than bleach. It should say ideal for motorbike exhaust. So is that enough of a test? Is that enough of a waffle? I'll leave it on there and then I'll rinse everything in the sink. I've nowhere safe to hose it down in the backyard because if this gets on the cat's paws it'll burn them, won't it? Don't want that. Yeah, that doesn't have to be spotless because like I said, once I've fitted that to that wire pipe to my existing exhaust on the bike, I'll be painting it with that, the stove paint. So I'll get this shiny, get that shiny, keep all this to one side until if I ever need it, if it's likely to rot again. If you haven't seen my older video, what happened was those 4 cast iron, whatever they are, collars all rotted to nothing, which is why I'm cleaning these up with vinegar. Somebody said if you mix vinegar with this, any kind of nasty spray with bleach in it produces chlorine gas and it's fatal. So I better be careful what I'm doing. Imagine them telling me mum, who lives on the next street, we found your son dead with a stiff brush in his hand and some Harpic and a helmet on. Oh, what was he doing? Cleaning an old exhaust he's got off eBay. It says better than bleach, so I presume this isn't bleach. Anyway, like I keep saying, you can see how it's getting surface grime off, but serious rust like that section is going to take a while. It is better than it was. Look underneath, agitate it like someone said, and eventually it's going to all sort of come off with the help of a wire brush as well, I think. You see, that was like that before. So it's done quite well. There's that little puddle. So you can't complain, can you, for $1.75? Did I tell you it's $1.75? Imagine if that was in the bike shop saying exhaust cleaner, it'd be £25, wouldn't it? In fact, They had about 30 bottles on the shelf down at Tesco half an hour ago, so I might go down, buy all 30 bottles for £1.75 each. Stick a price label on, £20. Hepcat Harley can relabel it as bike exhaust cleaner. And we'll make a fortune, son. This time next year, we'll be millionaires. Talking of Hepcat Harley, I'm going to introduce this video with his latest little bit of artwork, which is me in my kitchen workshop, apparently. I said it can't be me, there's no underpants on the line, so he added some underpants on the line, and my helmet. Well, you can see, yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? I'll leave it to soak in, and I'll finish my ice cream. I left it because it's a bit too hard. I'm having trouble with my teeth. My 6 front teeth have got a retaining band. If you look at that video from 1997, me being interviewed at Rivington Barn, I had teeth like Ken Dodd because my cancer treatment messed up all my teeth. And an orthodontist I was seeing as a child gave me up as a bad job. And then my dentist said, there's a new orthodontist now, Mr. Whitehair, so I've made you an appointment. And it was marvellous. Within 12 months, my teeth were back to normal by wearing a brace. And he said, I'm fitting a retaining band. And it's been on for 25... No, more. It can't be. 25 years. And it's not pinged off because he used some kind of super duper adhesive on the back. So yeah, free orthodontic treatment because of my history. Other people have to pay hundreds, don't they? Anyway, on that note, thank you for watching. They are Harpic, cheap as chips, effective on your exhaust, but be very careful. Don't lose your gauntlets, wear gloves, wear eye protection, i.e. wear your bike helmet with your visor down, or far down as you can without steaming up. Where have I put them bloody gloves? Where? No. All the sensible places, they're not there, and anywhere daft, they'll probably turn up there. That's on my old bike gloves. Anyway, bye for now. Thank you for watching. Well, I thought I'd do another little final piece to show you how it's progressed. Like I said, I've not been doing it for long, and that really nasty bit has cleaned up fairly well. As I said, any more treatments and it should be spotless within another 3 sessions, I reckon. I just put some of that. I realised I've been soaking them in vinegar for 2 days, and I thought, well, this stuff do it a lot quicker. Oops, gloves. I must remember to clean the saucepan after. Yeah, instead of messing around with vinegar, I should have used this on the rust, shouldn't I? Look at it, it's coming off. Although I think the vinegar just dissolved it, so this is just sort of helping. That's just soapy water to rinse it off with from some cheap washing up liquid. Can you see it coming off? So, like I said, you don't need to take your exhaust off. If you haven't seen my videos before, this set was from eBay, and I only got them purely to get the Y pipe. But you can never have too many spare parts. Good thing about this, it's nice and gooey, so it stays put rather than running off. Which means it'll get right in that inner surface. Mine just rotted away. You can imagine if you're using a bike in winter and the front wheel is splattering all the salty crap on them. Do you actually hose these headers down? Do you let them cool down for an hour, then get up from your chair after a day at work, put your cup of tea down and hose all the salt off? No, you just let them corrode. It's the last thing you think about, cleaning your header locking rings, your clamping rings. So that's why mine just rotted away to nothing and the exhaust were blowing. So I got a set like this 2 years ago and they were fitted at Jennings. The studs were alright, so I got some new studs and he said no, they're alright, your studs are alright. They made out of better stuff. These are just horrible cheap mild steel castings. And what I thought I'd do, shine these pipes up, but these collars I'll actually paint black because they have lost a bit of material. I can dollop the black paint on and sort of level it back up and then sell them. It's an unsuspecting buyer. No, they should have plenty of life in them yet. It's only about 1 millimetre of rust that's gone out of about 9 millimetres. So like I said, that's about 20 minutes of faffing, so if you have an intensive session with yours, you'll be able to get them spotless, won't it? Can you water it down? I'm not making a big bath of this stuff. Although, £1.75, you could buy 5 bloody bottles and think nothing of it. Couldn't you? Oh, that's cleaned up nicely. Look at that. I'll do the other side, I must have missed. Marvellous stuff. I've seen Del Boy's garage and someone else do a video about it, but but I do one as well. Let that soak a bit. That old t-shirt was still what my wipe up all the guns from the kitchen work surface, but at least it'll kill all the germs. Should I do the whole lot in what tonight? You have to be in the mood, don't you, for faffing about. Touch me arm. You see. I can see where the stuff's run down. Acidic burn. If I feel my arm stinging, I'll rinse it immediately. Imagine losing me rubber gauntlets. Twerp. Look at that. I'll agitate it a bit with Scotch Brite. It looks like that middle section is some kind of inferior stuff. That can't be stainless, can it? Unless it's just baked on somehow. I watched him Wheelie Dealers this morning, Ed China, and he reckons he's invented something. Glass on a car, he masted off the initials WD for Wheelie Dealers with vinyl, and got a grinder and a piece of steel, and showered it with sparks, and he says, oh yes, look at that, and the molten bits of swarf or whatever are splattered onto the glass, bonded with the glass, and left the metallic initials forever in the glass. So I think I've invented something there. Because he was making a rat, a Ford F1 was it, or A1 truck from 1951. And it was rat style, and he wanted it to look a bit grotty and rusty. So he said that steel will rust and look great on the windows. Yes, but it's there forever, isn't it? I didn't even need the wire brush. I was going to get the wire brush, but that tends to splatter everywhere. So I'll try it. No, I shouldn't force it off. A good soaking with this stuff and it should come off on its own, or most of it should. No need to do anything risky. I'll leave it for a while. These fumes are building up. That can't be doing me any good. In fact, I might just rinse it off and leave it for another day, because like I said, these aren't actually going back on my bike. Yes, I've faffed enough, sod it. Yeah, that's all for this evening. Let's hope it's a bit drier tomorrow. I've just had a go with some metal polish I made up years ago. This is about 5 tubes of Solvol Autosol I got cheap, again from a steam rally. I think it was $2.50 a tube. So I squeezed it all in a washing up liquid thing, added a tin of brass ore to liquefy it better, make it more fluid, and I used to polish up with these old polishing mops. I had my Silverwing. Yeah, still some in here. That's been in a cupboard for bloody years. I still have 2 tubes left. So I wanted to do a really thorough job. I get my polishing mops on, and the different grades of soap run out of blue. There's blue, pink and white. But, you know, like I said, no need to go mad. And yeah, still, it's not gone off. Is there a date on it? There's the batch number. No, that's not the date. Oh well. Not that there's much to polish on my Hornet, it's all black and blue and nothing else. And I got this worm drive thing attached that to a drill. Put your drill in a clamp, that converts to a clamp. So you can have it running in your hand precision rather than holding a big heavy drill, you know what I mean? But there we go. Still a bit gungy. It's alright, I've rinsed everything off. I was wondering, are you meant to avoid getting catalytic converters wet? If any water's running there, will it have ruined it? But like I said, that's going on, not this American one. I think I'll end it there, I'll waffle enough. So there we are, Harpic 175, buy 3 lots of that and clean your exhaust with it. Although, what if I used about that much from the top? But rather than a mad clean after years of neglect, it's better to give it a go every week and maintain the cleanliness of your exhaust. If you're into shiny exhaust, that is. Thank you for watching, goodbye.